Hello, I am back. It's been a while. I was moving, so that took up a lot of my time. And I was also working. I had a whole bunch of work that took up a bunch of my time. And I had a whole bunch of moving that took up a whole bunch of my time. But today I'm doing the continuation of Tipper's Ranch, but now onto the inside. And in this video, I'm going to be doing the downstairs and the upstairs because the downstairs actually didn't take me very long, so I didn't really think a 5-minute video was worth it. So I'm doing both of them together. And the upstairs, I think, is actually my favorite part of the entire Tipper's Ranch build. It's my favorite. I think it's very cute. Anyways, for the downstairs, I wanted it to still feel like a farmhouse, but not one that was, super old and falling apart. I wanted it to seem like maybe Tipper had recently done some fresh painting, hence the white floor and walls, and she's keeping it nice, nice and simple. She just did a big declutter of her home, and what is downstairs is the, final result of the renovations / decluttering. I wanted to have, a lot of the time I'll put like the kitchen and a living area downstairs and then a bedroom upstairs, but I wanted everything to be downstairs for this one because I had a different idea for the upstairs. So I did manage to squeeze in everything. I also didn't want it to be as big as possible, so I'm pretty sure this is like 6 by 8 or something. I don't quite remember, but it's not the biggest it can be. And I wanted it to stay that way because it's a little bit more of a challenge to fit what you want into a smaller space, which I think is kind of fun. And it's just a little farmhouse. I didn't want it to be huge. I put a little note thing on her fridge. I am very much looking forward to getting new codes. I'm so bored of the codes that I have now, but I just need to save my dream address. I still have not done that. I will do it. I swear. I should just do it and get it over with. But anyways, I was originally going to put some tea on the little table area there, but I accidentally hit the mushroom soup, and then I ended up thinking it was adorable and keeping it, and maybe she found some mushrooms around her farm and made some soup herself. So I did decide to keep the mushroom soup. I also surprisingly did not do any of the polishing feature, the shining feature in this one. I don't know why. I just decided not to, even though that's one of my favorite things to do. I think it livens it all up a little bit, but I didn't do that in this one for some reason. I don't really know what to say. I mean, the downstairs is fairly simple. There wasn't too much sort of story that I thought of to go with it. It is what it is. It's a cute little farmhouse for Tipper, and that's about it. I have more to say about the upstairs. Moving and trying to work at the same time was a fun challenge. We got it done, but it was definitely a little exhausting. I was supposed to be home the day the actual movers. We basically moved all of our stuff on our own. All of the things that we had, we packed up and just left the furniture, and then hired some movers to do just the furniture because that was a little bit too much of a task for us to take on our own. And I was supposed to be home that day to, deal with the movers and do all of that, but I ended up being at work last minute. Dates got changed around, so that was a little stressful to organize, but my partner handled all of it very well, which was great and helpful. But I did feel kind of bad because that was supposed to be, my part of the moving. I was gonna handle all of that, but it didn't pan out that way. But we got all our furniture into the new place just fine, and we've almost finished unpacking. We still, we've got like 30% of our stuff still packed. So we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. But the new place we moved to has a gas stove, which I absolutely love. It is so nice. I feel very lucky The gas stove is great. And we also have skylights, which is really, really nice. And we lucked out again because we were honestly planning to move into this building no matter which unit we got. It didn't really matter. We just needed to go. We had some issues with the people who'd bought our previous building. So we were planning to just, take whatever there was, but we ended up getting one of the apartments on the top floor with a really nice balcony and some skylights. So we really lucked out. The universe was on our side. And I believe that's everything for downstairs. Yeah, that's her sweet little ranch house. I feel like it feels very cozy and tidy and still sort of ranch housey, even though it's not, it doesn't look like a barn. Yeah. That's the downstairs. I think it's very sweet. I think it suits her. I love Tipper. She's adorable. She's one of the cutest cows, in my opinion. I feel like that's not a controversial opinion. I think a lot of people feel that way. And sudden cut to upstairs because I didn't edit in a smooth transition at all, but that's fine. So now we're going to the attic. I wanted it to feel like a ranch house attic, and also maybe just a tiny bit haunted. So I kind of decided to maybe if she'd just done a big decluttering and renovating, she kind of just moved a bunch of her old stuff upstairs to the attic and was like, oh, I'll deal with it later, as everybody will deal with it later. And I thought maybe this house had been in Tipper's family for a long time, so there's also some very old things up here from, past cows who lived on this farm. Everything's a little mismatched up here, but I had so much fun trying to build like a messy attic with a ton of stuff in it and still make it look, kind of aesthetic and well put together and balanced. I don't know. And I really like this wall for an attic or a basement if you turn the windows off. I think it looks really nice. It kind of looks not 100% finished. So I decided to put the speaker down here, and this is the song I chose. Just really quiet, so I decided in my little head story of this that every once in a while that speaker would just randomly turn on and you weren't entirely sure if you were hearing music or not. You'd have to go upstairs and check and then turn it off if you could figure out where it was. So that's the like haunted aspect of the attic, is every once in a while the music would just randomly turn on. I'm not entirely sure what to say about it until it's, a little more built. Oh, that's my neighbor's dogs barking. I don't know if you can hear that. They're very cute. I like them. Also, another really good thing about this building is it is pet friendly, and I do have a cat, and the last building we were in was not pet friendly, so he was a secret, and anytime the owners or building managers would come over, we would have to hide all of his stuff and get him out of there. So I would take him to the park, or we'd take him to a friend's house, or whatever it needed to happen. But it was stressful to keep him a secret, and he never did any damage or anything. He was a very chill cat, so we never had any problems with like, where did this damage come from or anything like that. He didn't wreck anything. But it's very nice to live in a place where we don't have to worry about that, and we've paid a damage deposit just in case for the pet, and he could just be here and we don't have to hide him. It's surprising how much less stressful it is. I feel like it's very cruel to have buildings with no pets. I understand that some people don't take good care of their pets and it can cause damages and stuff, but to flat out ban them, I think is very cruel, because I think pets are very important to people who have them. If you don't feel the need to have a pet, that's fine. But there's a lot of people who really need them, and I think it's cruel to deny them that. Anyways, just filling up the space with lots of things. I figured also I kind of wanted to be, not so full to the brim that you wouldn't be able to find things if you needed them. And maybe she comes up here every once in a while. Like I put the little scrapbook there on the seat, so you could sit up there and like look through old photos or whatever. That is my absolute favorite rocking horse colorway. I think it's so precious. I love that one. And yeah, I wanted to, again, fill the space with stuff that maybe was from multiple generations of Tipper's family. Suitcase, of course. That's where you keep your luggage, upstairs. Lots of books, lots of boxes, I tried to pick things that were sort of, farm-esque, like the spinning wheel and the milk canister and barrels and, things like that. I still wanted it to feel like it was in the countryside. I love the net also, using the net as the little prop in there. I think is really cute. I think, is that everything? Oh no, not quite yet. Almost everything. Onto the walls soon. It's hard to remember what I put in here because I put so much stuff in here. I also kept it the same size as downstairs. I didn't want it to seem bigger or smaller. I just wanted it to be, the same size as downstairs. I love that little flying hanging thing. I use it a lot. I just think I want one. I would put it in my house. I think it's cute. And now onto the walls. Nothing too specific about the wall stuff. Just random old hats, old clothes, old flowers. I really like that dress. I think it's very cute, and I felt like it fit the sort of, a traditional outfit that Tipper would have up in her attic. That was, I don't know, maybe her grandma's or something. And that's the clock corner. It's where the grandfather clock is, and a whole bunch of other clocks on the wall. I don't know why. I just thought that would be fun. I kind of wish I had used the pine cone mobile instead, but it's too late and I don't feel like going back and changing it, so I got that one instead. And for these little outfits, I kind of wanted that to seem like, oh, maybe that was, there's the preschool outfit and then the elementary school outfit, like the little uniforms that would have been worn at school. I never had to wear a uniform at school. I didn't go to a private school or anywhere where uniforms were mandatory, but I got to wear my own weird clothes. A few little extra things on the floor, and I think that'll be it for the attic, which is definitely my favorite part of the whole build. I think it's really cute, cluttery attic with some fun little haunted music players in it. And I tried to use the creaky floor, but it was honestly just way too loud. Like, it just was overpowering, so I decided to use the wind to make it seem like maybe there was like a crack near the window or something and some breeze was flowing through, as well as the music quietly playing in the corner. And I also didn't shine anything up here, but I didn't want it to not match downstairs. And that's the end of Tipper's interior and my rambling. So I hope you enjoyed. I really had fun building the attic and all of it. It's all fun, but especially had fun building the attic. That was my shoulder cracking. I hope you have a good day or night. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you later.